Please, take a seat. What I want to talk to you about today is just total foot care, looking after your feet. I'm Simon Ash. I work for HAIX as their UK sales manager. So, your feet. You've got 2 feet. Just a few interesting facts about your feet. 59 bones and joints, 59, sorry, bones and small joints in each of your feet. They are your foundation. They are your contact with the ground. Every step you take is made through the soles of your feet. And in the course of your lives, we estimate you're going to walk around the world 4 times. So that's a lot of effort put through your feet and into your legs. Footwear, or poor footwear, can have a negative impact on your whole system. Some of the areas that we highlight, you can have many different effects, but the musculoskeletal system, if you've got poor footwear, if your foundation is not good, if your posture is poor, you can get back injuries. You'll know more than me in a lot of these cases. Lower leg injuries, lower back injuries. Facts and figures we've had from the health and social care sector, 80% of the work-related illnesses are down to musculoskeletal injuries. Worker productivity. If your feet are wet and cold and uncomfortable, you're not going to be productive. If you're off sick, you're obviously not going to be productive. So many man hours are lost. 1.5 million working days lost in that health and social care sector last year. And then there's the increase in accidents. If you've got poor footwear, if the slip resistance is not great, you can slip and fall and create an accident. Your concentration levels will dip. You know what it's like. If you're on a 12-hour working day and your feet are cold and wet in the first 10 minutes to an hour, your concentration levels will dip and you're not working productively. So what are some of the key problems that you can face? One of them, plantar fasciitis. The tendon that runs underneath the arch of the foot. If that comes under too much pressure, if the arch of your boot is not supportive enough, if the structure of your boot is not looking after your feet, you can get problems with that. That tendon runs from the heel through to the forepart of the foot. The insertion in the heel, that gets pulled, that gets strained, that's where you get that sharp pain in the heel, which has been known to as policeman's heel in the past. Good footwear will help prevent that. So we look here at the treatment, self-treatments, orthoses, stretching. The best treatment is prevention. If you can prevent it with the best footwear in the first place, then you've got no issues. Impact of temperature and moisture. In your body you've got 2.6 million sweat pores. In your feet you've got 250,000 sweat glands. And we've got a little demonstration here to show how much sweat your feet produce. So I wrung my socks out last night just to get these, just to give you an idea of what's there. If you're static, in an 8-hour standard working day, you'll give off about this much sweat from your feet. It's nice, isn't it? If you're a little bit more active, walking around an office, etc., etc., you'll give out this much, which is approximately, Graham, how much would you say that is? 20 grams? 40 grams. Is that? If you're doing a manual job, in an 8-hour day, you'll give off 400 grams of sweat. So it's really important that the footwear you're wearing is breathable. So, key things, what makes your footwear breathable? Good quality leathers, but most importantly the membrane you're using within there. So a Gore-Tex membrane, for example, that we use in our footwear is very breathable. It helps your foot breathe. The socks that you wear as well will help your feet breathe. If you don't let your feet breathe, you're going to get all sorts of problems. So looking on there, the slide, blisters, because if your feet get wet, the skin goes white, it cracks, it creates blisters. Damp, warm places are the breeding ground for infection, so you can get infections in your feet as well. So, how do you choose the right boots? What's your decision-making process when you buy a new pair of boots? Sole searching. The sole of your shoes is your contact point with the ground. So you need to be very much aware of the foundation it's giving you. So slip resistance, durability, insulation from the cold and insulation from the heat. The good sole on a good pair of boots can give you all of those things. Invest. Invest time in choosing your boots and invest the right amount of money that enables you to have the right choice of footwear. You hear so many times of people keeping their budget tight when spending money on footwear and then changing their boots after 4 months because they're broken or they're uncomfortable. Invest a little bit more time, a little bit more money in a good pair of boots. One, you're going to be comfortable every day when you're working. Two, they're going to last you longer. So in reality, it's a false economy spending a little amount of money in your boots because you're replacing a cheap pair of boots once every 6 months or a good pair of boots once every 18 months. Know your surroundings. Think about your work environment. Where are you working? We sell a lot of a particular boot, the XR1, into the ambulance service. That has a cross-neck membrane in there. That's blood and body fluid resistant. That's thinking about the environment you're working. Thinking about the undersurface or the ground underneath your boots. Is it going to be a mixed terrain? Is it generally outdoors? Is it wet? Is it cold? All these elements. Boots have puncture resistance or they don't have puncture resistance, slip resistance. So think about the environment you're working in. Shop savvy. What I mean by that is, again, think about the retailer where you're buying from. Are they a trusted retailer? Do they know their business? Are they kind of just trying to make a sale, or are they trying to actually help you get the best product? And again, think about what you need. The boot on the image there, that's got a zip and lace system. That's perfect if you need to don and off your boots quickly. And things like that you need to bring into consideration. Socks. Can't say anything more important about socks. If you've got the best breathable leather, breathable membrane, underfoot comfort, if you then put a cotton sock around your foot, cotton absorbs moisture and holds it. The drying time of a cotton sock is ridiculously long amount of time. Think about if you went for a run in a cotton t-shirt. It holds the sweat and it makes you cold, so your feet get cold. A good wool mix sock. I've got some socks on the stand free, so as you go, come and see me. I'll give you some socks on the way back out. You've already got some. But it's really important, socks. You can't say it enough. If you've got great boots but then dreadful socks, you're wasting that. And a good pair of socks will cost you £10, £12, something like that. So what are the next steps? Once you've bought your boots, you're happy with your boots, you've got your socks, look after them. You look after your boots, they'll look after you. Remove any dirt with a brusher. We know we can't expect you to get in from a 12-hour shift of working hard and go, I can't go out for that pint yet because I've got to clean the boots. We know that's not going to happen. But, brush off dirt. If dirt's sitting on the boots, brush it off because that can get into the leather and break it down. Shoe polish is really important. Most shoe polishes are waxy and oil-based. They block up the pores of the leather, so your leather can't breathe. We've got some polish on there, it's water-based, so that allows the leather to breathe. And use different brushes for each colour polish. That's just the kind of standard tip. You use brown and black, it just mixes it all up. But the quality of your polish is really important. As I say there, don't use wax and oil with high quality boots. It just blocks up the leather. And drying and storage. Remove your insoles, give them time to breathe as well. Don't artificially dry your boots because the leather can just crack. And use shoe trees and stuff them with paper. If you stuff a pair of boots with paper, it draws the moisture and helps it dry. So, that's it. Any questions? Socks, I've got free socks on the HAIX. You have to go to the stand for your free socks.
Artificially dry.
Don't stuff them under a radiator or in an airing cupboard. Dry room at fire stations are generally, because they're kind of not much above room temperature, are they? Are they? I wouldn't leave them. Yeah, no, I wouldn't leave them in there too long. but make sure you scratch up the paper and keep the shape. Okay. Come get some sun.